YouTubers, Feel It here, no, fuck that. Sorry for fucking up that intro. Welcome to a new episode of Southampton Towards the Top, and a half year has gone again. I have now, it's the 17th of December, and I decided to record at precisely this day because I have something to show you in my news box, but you're gonna see that later. We have now played the group stage of the Euro Cup through, and it was surprising. We were owning all the other teams. Like, we were in the group was at AC Alkmaar, Zenit Petersburg, and SK Rapid Wien, and these teams were not that hard to beat. Look at this. We scored 19 goals. That is a lot of goals. Try look at this first stage. We were up against AC Alkmaar. That's hard to say in English. We won 6-1, and Zenit did the act after us and won 6-1 also against Rapid Wien. Then we played against Rapid Wien. I don't know how to say that really, but I'm gonna pronounce it my way. And then we won 4-0 again with loads of goal. But then Zenit Petersburg won 2-1 over AC Alkmaar. But as you can see up here, AC Alkmaar did go further on to the next round, and you're gonna see why in a minute. Then we drew against Zenit Petersburg. I don't know what happened, but I thought, okay, we're playing on their home field. It is in Russia, so maybe that's why we're drawing. They have a good team. Their home field is pretty big. They're pretty big of a home field. Like, the stadium was quite big, and it was scary for our players. And plus, the weather in Russia is quite cold compared to England. But then we played once again on our field, and we won this time, only with one goal. If you saw it before, we won with 6 and 4-0. I thought we were going to win big on our home field, because we have some good supporters, but we didn't. We only won with 1-0, but that's a win is a win, so that didn't really matter. Then we played against AC Alkmaar once again, with a lot of goal scoring again. Once again, Kabay and Sanogo showed that they can score goals. So we won 3-1 against AC Alkmaar. Then we have to go against Rapid Wien for 1, same story, boring. But AC Alkmaar won on their home field, 2-0 against Zenit Petersburg. The winner of this match was going through to the next round, and it seemed to be AC Alkmaar, so that's pretty good for them. Let's take a look at the squad. Who did I buy for this season? For this season, I bought Andreas Bjelland. He's a Danish defender, and he is good. I paid 30 million for this guy. In the start of the season, he was 4-star, and now he's only 2.5. I don't know what. But so far, he's been shown to be pretty good. He's been an overall... Like, he can play all over the field. I normally use him for defensive central, left winger, or left back, sorry, or defensive midfielder. I use him for these three places, just to have him as a backup and as a good player in the field. He has been quite good so far. He has an average of 7.0, and that is good enough for me. Let's see, who did I also buy? I bought Lassina Traoré. In the attack, I needed a new guy in the attack who can do something great. I bought this guy because we need some rotation. If Morales gets a suspension or injury, we need another guy to be up there. Or same with Sanogo, if he gets an injury or suspension, we need another guy up there. Plus, we had Hillswood, sorry, but Ipswich came with an offer to loan him for the season, and I thought, why not let him have some first team experience for whole season through? Let's just take him there. And I went out and bought this player, plus he's a really good prospect for the future. I also went out and sent a contract to Charlie Adam. This guy was without a contract, and I thought, let's just get him. He's only 21k per week, and his stats do not really lie. He's been a good rotation player. He is 30 years old, but so far he's been playing really good. He knows that he's not going to be a first team player, he's just going to be a rotation player in the squad. And he has to use his experience to teach the other players. That is probably all. Yep, that is all the players that I bought. Now you can see some of the guys that I let go. I have let go of Ceruaro. This guy has decreased so much, like the couple of years that he's been here. He's only been decreasing in his efforts, so I decided to sell him. He's been going on to going off to Cruzeiro at the 1st of January 2016. That's hard to say. That's a long way out in the future. We're letting go of him. Now you're gonna see our league table, how we're doing in the English Premier Division. We are currently 4th, but we are two games behind almost everybody, except that Arsenal is also beasting in the front. But we are currently 4th, and that is really good for our team, because it's better than last season, and we're just showing form that is really weird in my opinion, because we're playing good, then we're playing bad, then we're playing good, then we're playing okay, and then bad again. It's been like zigzag all the way through. We do not have a certain form. I don't know why, but we seem to be playing better on away than home, because the expectations are too high. I don't know why, but that is good enough. In the league, what is it called? In the League Cup, we are currently in the semi-final against Bolton, and the other semi-final opponents is West Ham and Man City. So I'm hoping to win the League Cup, because then there's only one more what is called league in England to win before we reach the top in England. But this is why I chose to do it today. Napoli as a pros, failure for the win. That's me. And I was really honored when I saw that Napoli chose to send me an offer for a contract. But I thought, Napoli, they only have 23.5 million. That is not enough. That is not good enough compared to what I get at Southampton. Plus, my goal was getting Southampton from the bottom to the top. And I'm still gonna do that. I have decided to let them go, or let Napoli down, even though that team are amazing. They have like Christian Eriksen, Edison Cavani, Colo Touré. These players are amazing. Carlos Vela, seriously, Musa Sow. Napoli have a great team. I think they can go far in the Serie A, but I decided to reject. Fuck you, Napoli. I want to go my own way. I want to take Southampton to the top. I want to be the new Sir Alex Ferguson. Thanks for watching this part, guys.